Garden State Weather Meteorology, Monday morning exclusively on WhatsApp and Twitter at Garden State WEA. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith on the 17th of October 2022. We have freeze watches and freeze warnings for a good portion of the Central Plains and the southern states here over the next 24 hours or so. Winter storm warnings up here in portions of upper Michigan and Wisconsin here, and even some some flood watches here for eastern portions of Maine. Let's take a look at the latest observations. And as you can see, all this chilly air around low pressure here over the Great Lakes and the Hudson Bay, Canada region here. Temperature is falling off from the 60s and 80s here in southern Florida this morning into the chilly 50s, 60s, and 40s, 30s, 20s. And if we looked at the 24-hour temperature change, lots of things are changing around here. It's getting quite cold from Canada all the way down through the Midwest here, and eventually all of this chilly air is going to spread right over our forecast region this week. And right now from the Rutgers University Network, let's see if we can get this on here. It's 61, wind is out of the southwest at about 9 in New Brunswick. It's also about the same temperature here at the Weather Center. Warm spots 66 and 65 here in Little Egg Harbor and Point Pleasant, 64 in Wall Township and Seagirt. At the Monument and High Point, it's 48 in Sussex and about 50 in Walpack and Vernon Township. Other temperatures around the region this morning are generally running in the upper 50s to low and mid 60s across the area. You could kiss these temperatures goodbye in a little while because that is all going to change. Let's take a look at the wind gusts right now. They're a little breezy along the coastal regions here, and they're onshore at about southeast. So yeah, plenty of stuff going on here in the Atmos. Visible depiction this morning on the satellite view. Lots of clouds, few breaks here over Long Island and New York City metro that was over central and southern New Jersey earlier, but that's all filled in. Warm front now sleeking its way into the region. And let's see if we can zoom in on that. First of all, we'll take a look at the surface analysis here. Here's our big upper level low over the Great Lakes area, and this is where the cold front is in here. So, you know, we've got vorticity maximums around this too, so probably a better way of looking at this would be, if we can dial this back here and get this over here. It's always a problem with this mouse. Nope, that's not what. We didn't want that. Okay, here you go. Look at these wind gusts here, and this is precipitation. This is some snow and rain here over the Great Lakes, and it's going to be piling up too. In fact, it has been. Several inches have already been reported in spots of the Great Lakes in Wisconsin and Michigan. Two streams here, northern branch here, southern branch here, and a split between the two. So the warm front's lying in here. Here comes the clouds on the low-level water vapor channel, and spokes of precipitation coming in on that southwest flow aloft, but that cold air is going to be bleeding into the area later tonight and tomorrow. Some energy comes up along the coast here, and then clearing skies, breaks in the overcast tomorrow, stratocumulus clouds probably by the afternoon, and chilly northwest winds coming in. Here's the snow now across Michigan and Minnesota this morning. Getting reports of several inches of snow here, up to 11 inches, almost a foot of snow here in Ontonagon in Michigan here. So pretty hefty amounts of snow coming in on the backside of this upper level low. National Weather Service broke Mount Holly actually. Today mostly cloudy, some showers around, highs mostly in the 60s. Again, early clouds and showers, then lingering, turning colder with lows in the 30s and low 40s late tonight, early tomorrow morning. We're really going to have to bundle up tomorrow. Partly sunny overall and chilly temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Frost and freeze conditions at night. Wednesday, sunshine and some clouds. Chilly, upper 40s and mid 50s. Colder in the Poconos and northwest Jersey. Frost or freeze conditions for much of the area again at night. And Thursday, highs in the 40s to lower 50s. Some frost again possible at night under mostly sunny skies, and a warm-up coming in over the weekend. A few showers around the New York City metropolitan area, especially eastern Long Island, Connecticut. Here's the warm front right now, and this is the occlusion. This is a cold front which is occluding on the northern half from State College up towards Barrie, Michigan, and Toronto in Canada here. Big upper level low, and this cold air is going to be bleeding into the area over the next 24 hours, let's say from late tonight into tomorrow. Now, we still have some areas of low pressure along the southern portion of this out ahead of the cold front and the occlusion, and some of this rain might get in here this afternoon and destabilize the atmosphere just a little bit before things quiet down. Quickly going into flustar.com, this is now showing more of COVID spreading into Pennsylvania and New Jersey, more so than it has been over the last couple of days. And so this is something to be definitely concerned about. Cold and flu, obviously, from yesterday and today, no changes here. It is spreading. Cough is everywhere with the leaves, the trees, the ragweed, strep throat, pretty bad. And fever is pretty bad too. And the flu in the southeast, again, spreading up in our direction. You better take care of yourselves. Pollen is on the low side today a little bit because of the rain showers around the region. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, again in the low to the moderate side. And with that FluStar map that we just showed you, obviously, Health Day News is reporting this morning more contagious Omicron variants are starting to spread across the United States. BA5, BQ1, BQ11, and yeah, not good. Quick look at national temperatures for today in the upper 30s and 40s across the, a large chunk of the upper Midwest here and into the Ohio River Valley as that cold air bleeds into the East Coast during tomorrow. And we're starting to see some of that now working its way eastbound, and most of the eastern United States, excepting for the southern mid-Atlantic and Florida, will be on the chillier side as we head into Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's just going to be chilly around here, and then that low gets out of here and the air mass begins to modify itself. Warmer temperatures are coming for the weekend, and that looks good. So for the Garden State area, Jersey side here in the northern mid-Atlantic here, we're definitely going to be running into the 60s where we are right now this afternoon, and that's it. And then temperatures bomb out into the upper 40s and 50s for highs. And it will get into it's going to remain this way pretty much through the week until we get to Friday. Temperatures rebound to the low and mid 60s away from the interior here, the Poconos and the Hudson River Valley area and the Catskills. Temperatures really warm nicely here on Saturday, the 22nd, into the mid and upper 60s. So if we take a look at the high temperature anomalies, they're just about even today. They'll be much below normal tomorrow and through the week, about 9, 10, 11 degrees, even 13 degrees below normal. And that modification is going to rebound itself as we get a couple of degrees above normal as we head into Saturday and Sunday of next week. And over the next 72 hours through Thursday, very little precipitation in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. In fact, most of the northern mid-Atlantic actually as well. Heaviest amounts here out on the Cape and into these areas here in central and eastern Maine. Also across the Great Lakes, and that is because of that upper level low with the snow and the rain. And quickly running through the latest guidance here from the NCEP NAM. Here comes the cold front with a few showers. Some of them could be heavy around the Philadelphia area later this afternoon and this evening. They'll not be everywhere, and most of the rainfall will be offshore with the occlusion and the front itself. But cold air coming in, and this is not a depiction of snowfall in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area, but it certainly is around Pittsburgh and Charlotteston and Columbus, Ohio. Could get in on some of the snow, and probably the best way to do this is to look at the 850 millibar temperatures, and here it goes, crashing. Crash, 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 crash over the next 60 hours.